Hi, welcome back to Paint Your Way. I don't know what episode number this is, but I will tell you here's the update on ground school, aviation. I recently purchased these at LAX because I'm excited to make a new deck of cards based on the wisdom I learned in aviation school. And I just graduated from ground school, which I have dubbed passenger school, because a little bit about me in the last 6 months of my life, after never even getting a speeding ticket, I moved to Los Angeles and got in 2 car accidents. And I wear this all the time, and it's fine. So here's what happened with ground school, though. I realized that, okay, maybe it's not the time for me to be a pilot, but I love the community of aviation. I love flying. I love being up in the air. I love being in the plane. So I don't necessarily need to be in control of it. In fact, it's probably better if I'm not in control of something in my life, because me being in control all the time, I don't know that it's working, honestly. I mean, I've made it this far. I'm almost 40, but I have so many more questions that I have answers. So I've learned a lot about aviation, and I love showing up and going to school every day and talking to a bunch of pilots and learning about the weather and planes and, air traffic signals and things like that. It's interesting, it's fun, and I can be involved without having to be at the helm. I don't need to be driving. I can sit in the back and be a passenger and look out the window and take pictures and paint it later, which is what I want to do. So, and it doesn't mean that one day I won't become a pilot. Maybe I will, but right now at this point in my life, like the first test that I took, I don't even think I have it here, but I got 14 out of 44. I failed spectacularly, which I'm very good at, apparently. But I didn't have the bandwidth to study. I didn't have the time. It was too much work. And you can't just half-ass being a pilot. You'll die, And I just also watched Love Story, the JFK Jr. Carolyn Bessette thing, and he was sort of forgetful, clumsy, cute, shouldn't have been flying a plane. That's me. I'm JFK Jr. I should not be flying a plane. I should be a diligent passenger, making sure that my pilot is well hydrated and getting the snacks that they need to get us to where we need to go safely. And I'm trying to just really relax into being a passenger in my life right now. So what? That's the news on aviation. I still love it, and you're going to see a lot more from me about it. But sometimes you got to accept that control is not devotion. And yeah, that's it. Is this interesting? What do you want to know about this? Do I care what you want to know? Does me signing off this way, is this infuriating? I don't know. I'm really trying to figure out how to share my experience in a way that it's inspiring. And I feel like all I do is talk about why things didn't work and then and share that information with you, so hopefully you can learn from my mistakes. So going to aviation school was not a mistake. In fact, it pointed me in a direction that I'm really excited about, and moving to a new place is really lonely, and where I've really found community was at the airport. So I'm really grateful for that. So, don't be afraid to shoot for the moon, because, you'll hit the stars if you miss the moon, or whatever, however the turn of phrase goes. So I did not make a mistake choosing to study aviation at all. I made exactly the right choice, and deciding to pursue passenger school with the enthusiasm that I bring to everything has only added to the community. So with that, may you be blessed on your journey. Godspeed.